Hello, this is Peter B., and welcome to another episode of Tobacco Card Tuesday. I'm going to talk to you a little bit different today. It's going to be a part one of a two-part series. We pretty much know all T206s, T205s, etc. have multiple backs determined by the brand of cigarette they were inside. Well, today we're going to actually talk about the packs of cigarettes. And what you're looking at is a pack of Sweet Caporal. It has the cigarettes that you would see in the pack. These are from that particular pack. And a card, not always a baseball player. But in this case, it's Lavender of the Providence Gray, minor league. And on the back of it would say Sweet Caporal. Sort of like this one. I'm just going to show you this guy. Power from Philadelphia Americans. Beautiful card. See the wire cage catcher's mask. Nice pastel blue sky, green grass. But the back of it looks like that. So if I was to take out Lavender from the case I have, it would look like that on the back. So Sweet Caporal, and that's the sort of case, box, tobacco box, cigarette box that they came in. This is one of my prized possessions. Nice color on the Sweet Caporal box. Cool that it has the cigarettes. That lavender card did not come from this particular pack. I don't know which card did. I just bought the pack complete without the card. Someone already took the card out. But I stuck in one from my collection that had a Sweet Caporal back. Okay, now we're going to go to another brand, and that is Old Mill. And look at that beautiful scenery of just that, an Old Mill. And that is a Frank Baker, Hall of Famer from the Philadelphia Athletics. I just love that Old Mill card. See, the packs were printed as pretty as the cards to grab your attention to grab this brand to smoke. That's the Old Mill pack with a beautiful Frank Baker card, T206. And the back of the Old Mill would look something like this. This is Seats from Norfolk, another minor league team. That says Old Mill Cigarettes. Now, this player is from the Southern League. Baker, if I was to take it out, wouldn't have all that stuff on the bottom. It would just say Old Mill Cigarettes. Sort of like the Sweet Caporal. This is actually Southern Leaguer, but it is Old Mill Cigarettes. They would have used the same box. Come on, Frank. There you go. You're in focus, Frank. Thank you. Okay, let's move Frank a little bit back. And very common, just like the Sweet Caporal, is a Piedmont. This is what the backs look like. They are square. Piedmont cigarettes. This one has a lot of staining. One side, two side. And it'll be clamshell. You'd actually push. Actually, it says push this end. If you can read it, I'll get in focus for you. So you would push this end to bring it out the whole package, like what I had for the Sweet Caporal. And it has the tax stamp. All the cigarettes sold were taxed. This is the government tax stamp. So that is a Piedmont box. And the back of the Piedmont. This is Casey from Montreal. For some reason I grabbed all minor leaguers. Casey from Montreal, but the example of the Piedmont back. That would be inside this cigarette box. Very common back, just like the Sweet Caporal. You see how the card would act as a stiffener for the very squishy box. So that's Piedmont. Next one I'm going to show you, rare, is El Principal de Galles Havana cigarettes. The tobacco used in these cigarettes were from Cuba. I believe they were assembled into cigarettes in the United States, but they were Cuban tobacco. This is a little different. Most of them are slide boxes. This one actually opens. And you'd have the cigarettes in that style box. The paper is rice paper holding the tobacco and the cigarettes. Once again, U.S. government tax stamp. Now, the backs. Let's look at Mr. Ball from the New York Americans. Once again, beautiful T206. I love the T205s and the T206s. Beautiful, beautiful. But we're here for the back. And that's what the back of the El Principal de Galles. And this would have been inside this box. And we're getting on the rare side of the T206s. Starting with this one. Okay, next one up. Another very beautiful box. American Beauties. With the beautiful U.S. Battleship from the White Fleet that Teddy Roosevelt put together. The back of the box. Once again, we see a tax stamp. You get 10 cigarettes. And once again, you push this in, and the whole thing would slide out. Clamshell. Beautiful box. Nice box. So, we're going to look at John McGraw. Once again, another beautiful T206 card with the pastel blue sky and the pastel green grass. Beautiful. But we're here for the backs. So that is what an American Beauty cigarette backs. Now, if you're collecting T206s, you might notice that any American Beauty that goes for T206 and T205 look like the sides have been trimmed. That's because the back, the American Beauty box is a little bit thinner than the other box. Like, let me grab a Piedmont. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's a little bit thinner. So the cards are a little bit thinner. Trimmed just a teeny bit more than the regular T206 or T205s. Of course, the grading companies know this, so they wouldn't say it was trimmed, because that's how it came right out of these packs of cigarettes. All right, and the last one I'm going to show you today, you're going to have to wait for part 2 to see the rest, is Hassan. Once again, a slide shell. Push this and the whole thing would come out. Our government tax stamp, you have to pay your taxes. And the Hassan cork tip cigarettes. T205s came in Hassan. All the minor leaguers are either Hassan or Polar Bear. No T206s are Hassan. T205s, however. And what I love are the T202s. T202s, trifolder. And here is Evers and Chance. On the back of it, Evers makes a safe slide. And you can see that they're folded, and that's the way they actually came in this box. The two ends would be folded over, so just the middle would be how wide and tall the card is, and it would then fit into the Hassan box. And you would take it out and unfold it. Once again, I love T202s because they take the same style side cards as the T205s, my favorite set. Oh, and I didn't mention it when I turned it over. There's Hassan cork tip cigarettes on all three parts of the card. And there's the box where the folded trifold card would be found inside. Now let's bring Frank Baker back into focus. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope maybe you learned something. And next week I will try to put up part 2. Well, have a very nice day, everybody. Thank you. Bye.